Myself, Shifali Sharma. I am going to deliver a lecture on GST and overview. As we already know, that GST has replaced several indirect taxes which existed in India. Likewise, we have now just one tax that is known as goods and service tax. It is one nation, one tax, which has replaced various indirect taxes like excise duty, VAT, service tax, etc. The GST Act was actually passed in the Parliament on 29th of March 2017 and it came into effect on 1st of July 2017. GST is basically levied on the supply of both goods as well as services. So it is a comprehensive, multi-stage, destination-based tax which is levied on every value addition. GST is a single domestic indirect tax for the entire country. Before the goods and service tax could be introduced, the structure of indirect system was as follows. Under GST regime, the tax is levied at every point of sale. In case of interstate sale, that is the goods are being transported from Punjab to Maharashtra, then we have IGST, that is integrated GST. Whereas if the goods are sold within the state, which is known as intrastate sales, say it is from Amritsar to Ludhiana within Punjab, then it attracts two type of GST. One is the central GST and other is the state GST. And the central CGST goes to the state central government, whereas the state GST is kept by the state. So we can see the diagram here. This was the process which was earlier before the implementation of GST. When the manufacturer used to buy the raw material, he used to pay tax. When he used to sell the goods to wholesaler, he used to pay VAT, excise duty. When he used to sell it to retailer, he used to pay tax, and finally to the consumer, he used to pay tax. It was multi-stage, and number of aspects are involved in the. Now, what is GST? In GST, it is a multi-stage tax. For example, the manufacturer buys raw materials, he sells it to the wholesaler, to the retailer, and the final consumer. So whatever is the selling price, on that we have to calculate the tax, which will be charged from the wholesaler. That means the wholesaler will have to pay the GST amount to the manufacturer. It is a duty of the manufacturer to deposit this tax to the government. We have the concept of ITC also, which is known as input tax credit, which means if a wholesaler has to pay say 150 tax to the retailer, suppose he is selling goods to a retailer and he has collected 150 tax from retailer and he already has paid 100 rupees to the manufacturer. So the net amount of 50 is to be paid to the government by the wholesaler. This is known as ITC, input tax credit. Now what is value addition? We buy flour and sugar from the market and we make biscuits, so that is a value addition. The biscuits are given a label, a brand, that is a value addition. These biscuits are now sold in a packet, that is a value addition. So at every step the value increases. Just from mere sugar and flour, it is converted into biscuits. Now the manufacturer is selling these biscuits to the warehouse and he is going to put those biscuits in large cartons. He is going to add value to the biscuit. The warehousing agent is going to sell to the retailer. The retailer is going to pack the biscuit in small quantities and again increase the value. So GST is basically levied on the value addition at every stage from the sale to the end customer. So basically it is a destination based tax. Now what are the components of GST? There are three taxes applicable. SGST is taxed or collected by the central government. CGST, SGST is tax collected by the state government, and IGST is a tax collected by central government when there is a interstate sales from Maharashtra to Tamil Nadu. So what are the advantages of GST? There is cross utilization. It helps in less cost. Import and export leads to the growth of industries. We can effectively monitor the tax compliance is there. We have to compulsorily deposit the GST. The prices are going to be less and there is going to be more revenue for the manufacturers. We have 6 type of rates. Nil rate is no GST is taxed on the grains, the necessities, the sanitary napkins. On that, nil GST is charged. Then 5% GST is charged on sugar, spices, edible oil, etc. But now latest we have 0.25% GST, which is basically charged on cut and semi-polished stones. Then we have 5%. 12% GST is on computer, monitors, spectacles. 18% is on soap and hair oil. And the highest 28% is on AC and refrigerator, which basically cater to the luxurious goods. So the change is never easy. The government is very trying to smoothen the road to GST. It is very important to take a leaf from the global economies that we have implemented GST before them, and we have also overcome the teething troubles, and we are experiencing the advantage of a unified tax system and the easy input credit. Thank you.